night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Tennessee Titans. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
The Titans have 3 and 11 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Willis looking to throw it.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
Well, hang on here. DeAndre Hopkins is shaken up, so we're going to have a pause for an injury. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
Inside handoff, Henry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down and 8. Back to throw, Willis.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly. quickly and forcing incompletions.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Willis looks to pass it here.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks, his fourth touchdown on the year.
And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Here's a Tennessee native from just outside of Memphis, Kenneth Walker III. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
The first carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
You talk about this Titan defense.
Into this game, the rank number 22 in the NFL against the pass charge.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to spring it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Now 2nd and 9. Willis will look to throw it.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's fielded at the 34. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. Geno now to throw.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
DK Metcalf.
39 yards.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Back to throw, Willis.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hand off to Spears.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
2nd and 10. Now Willis. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Geno. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Seven, our score after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Walker. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Smith. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brent, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Smith. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Willis.
And that is incomplete.
That one was tipped in the air and became almost a 50-50 ball. No one came up with it, so it turned into an incompletion. But remember, on the previous drive, he threw an interception. I think that one almost caused a, well, not almost. I think that one caused a mental flashback for everyone. Threw the pick before. Could this turn into a second one? And how would that alter the game for him?
And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
This will be caught downfield by Moore. Touchdown, Titans! Chris Moore, 63 yards. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing now is Gino. Finding Walker complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
from the 33. Here's 2nd down and 2. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Running right, here's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2.
it's Smith off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Geno Smith taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Take it home, boys. We got this.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rest off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Now Willis on the bootleg.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
After the interception, here's Smith.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
First down, Seahawks.
off of play action. Here's Smith. And this is caught at the end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's been slinging in the first half. You expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try to pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
To throw, here's Willis. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Willis.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Teamwork. Who wants my jersey?
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He'll find Metcalf. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here's the give to McIntosh. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Geno down to throw. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field are learning every one of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Willis. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. Now back to throw. A shot downfield for Burks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one. Ready for them. Try and get it back with chunks.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Charbonnet. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. A second field goal here this third quarter, and his 3rd of the game so far.
He's been an important part of the offense, that's for sure, and they may need him again before this one's said and done. So I would treat him like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. Leave him alone and let him focus.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he gets this one just shy of 40 down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A first down carry for Henry. Fighting him off. Yeah, he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter play. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Willis to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
Back to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
2nd down, here's Charbonnet.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
There's Charbonnet once again.
And he's brought down after a very nice game. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Charbonnet.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
2nd down, here's McIntosh.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either call pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
Ball rests on the 7-yard line, 3rd and goal.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Zach Charbonnet, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal, and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Boye Mafe able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Willis out of the gun.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Here's Charbonnet. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This is McIntosh. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up, because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Oh, and Myers left that one out there. It's no good. Wide to the right, and the lead will remain at 23. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Willis looks to pass it here.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. That escapes the sack. Dancing to his left. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Tackled by Derek Hall. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
This could be it. This could be the turning point, baby. Let's go. We're getting paid. People are cashing checks.
And they will take a knee here.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing. Money back. Step it up. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. Fight hard. Momentum here, D.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee.
My God, I can't believe what I'm watching.
So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just